So you speaking to the man over there?
Yeah, I basically
Figure it out.
I'm a fashion designer and clothing store owner. My own line is coming out, and I've been reselling on Instagram Shop and apps like eBay, Facebook, Mercari for 6 years, e-commerce wise.
Okay.
And then I'm getting an LLC opening up in Chinatown. I won't be affected by the Sixers move. Fuck the Sixers for that.
Honestly,
I hate that
because
shit.
like,
But
what? We're adding to the
you wanna
gentrification out
this?
here. I do not smoke vapes,
Oh, okay. That's right. It's
but
more
I'm
like
not
hookah.
against it. I hate hookahs.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry,
I
went that deep.
But I just started posting on Instagram like lives and whatnot, like reels every day, stories every day, and besides being like obviously the key is being consistent, but what I realized is like I get 20,000 views a week now.
Oh, you're
So
popping.
I'm at 73,000 right now.
You're popping.
But it's all engagement. It's like more shares than likes. And I'm
Right.
not saying that to flex. I'm saying that to tell you like
I mean, that is a flex
never
though. You
had
can
that
toot your own
shit.
horn.
I didn't have that shit till like less than a month ago.
You're doing something right. I need some tips, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, stories and reels.
Stories and reels. I'm gonna write that
Make a
down.
reel for every post that you post.
So you feel ready?
I look.
After that hit.
I'm sorry. These things.
Don't be sorry. Do you?
Can I hold it, or it can't be in the frame?
But you,
Yeah, you're right.
you're good.
And we're not sponsored yet by Clear.
You can hold your vape if you want, if that helps you. I do not mind it.
Oh yeah, I can hold it. And then, like,
You can hold the mic. I just realized I don't want to hold mine. Before we get started, I do want to thank you for stopping and giving us some time.
for sure. I mean, you guys look pretty professional.
Oh,
So I knew something
that's the
was
man
up.
behind it all. He is
Real
pretty
fall
professional.
risk. Fall risk club. I like the name because when you take a risk, you fall.
That's right.
And you know what's necessary? You know what? In order to step up, you need to fall down.
That's how we all learn to walk, right?
Exactly. So,
Then I think we're getting started now.
how's it
All right.
going?
So firstly, I would like to introduce myself. Don't laugh, but I'm Vitamin E.
Okay.
I said don't laugh and I laugh. I'm cracking up. What is your name?
I'm Tone.
Your Tone?
Yeah.
All right, what's going on? So how's your night been?
It's been pretty good.
It's been great.
Yeah, linked up with the homies. I was outside all day, all night. So
Okay.
meeting new people.
So you was out here in the
hitting
rain and all?
Yeah,
I
hitting
love
the
that.
clubs, getting food,
Nothing stopping
smoking
you.
good. Yeah.
We do love broccoli.
Hell yeah.
So my first question for you tonight will be, would you rather have $5 million or 5 million followers?
So I think initially I would have went with $5 million off rip, but then I was like, wait, with 5 million followers, I can make way more money than $5 million.
I'd have to agree.
Because if say you're only getting 30% views from 5 million followers, 30% views, and like half of them are engagement, and not half of the views. I'm talking half of your followers are engagement. So it's spread up like that, and that's including people that share your stuff. And if you're selling, I don't care what you're selling, like beauty products or whatever, for what? Like, how much is your cream? Face cream? $8, $12?
It depends on what face cream. I'm not putting
Like
no $8
moisturizer
face
or
cream on me.
Like,
I actually don't use any of the store products.
I got you. So like, if I don't know, like CeraVe, like $15 for a bottle. I don't know. Just put it out there. $15 per view you sold. You either take that if it's your own company, or if you're working with companies with commission-based sales and affiliate marketing, because that's what it is at the end of the day.
This guy's a thinker.
You can net way more money and meet way more people and land way more brands. It's all around a better opportunity. Not to say that if you took $5 million, that's a great start too. Like, you don't have to take the social media route. You can just put $30K on a refinance house, a renovated refinance house, rent it out, get into Toro rentals with cars, or start CDs. Like put $250K in one CD, right? Open 8 bank accounts. Have 8 CDs, each 250 maxed out FDIC insured. You get what? Say you're averaging 4.8 to 5.1% APY. That's 12K a year off each CD. So that's 12 times 8. What is that? 12 times 8 is 96, right?
You doubting yourself now?
I haven't done, like, I do math. Like, I'm good at math. Everybody knows, I won the math
I
award
can
in
tell.
middle
I can
school.
tell. I don't doubt that you're
No,
smart.
12, 72, 84. 96. 72 is 6. Yeah, 96. My mind's tweaking. You know him, right? No, but 96K a year off just having a bank account because you won the lottery. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, if you won the lottery tomorrow, you could open up those many. You can do what I just told you to do. If you won the lottery tomorrow, and
You
in
drop
a
a
year
game.
you would have damn near 100K. Whatever you could do with.
I like your thought process, and I think that is pretty interesting. See, someone like you who really puts deep thought into those things, you can kind of maximize whether it is that you have the $5 million or the 5 million followers.
I know, and say, I appreciate that what you said. First of all,
Leveraging yourself.
100%, and I appreciate you for coming out here tonight and having this because these are really
I
like
appreciate you.
these questions can be like rooted philosophically almost in a way.
It depends on who we're speaking to.
Exactly, and not to say I'm coming across any certain type of way, but even if it wasn't a choice of 5 million followers or $5 million dollars, and it was just either or is given to me, like
Right.
I hit a button and it spins or whatever, you know what I mean?
I would love that button.
I know I would be. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said I would love that button.
Yeah, right. Because it's a guaranteed win or win. You know what I mean? You got to put yourself in the position that no matter what decision I make, I know it's going to be in this moment. Whether it wasn't the best decision or not, in the moment you thought it was. That's why you did it. So that's what it's important about because you can learn from that.
Exactly. That's very interesting. So now I want to follow up that question with, what would you do with your platform?
So my platform, really, it would be my own brand, my own lifestyle. And in a sense, I would be selling a lifestyle, which is the lifestyle I live, or similar to it, based off of the products that I wear and the products that I sell. So I'd be like a walking icon almost that just wears clothes, and the brands hook me up. I hook the brands up because I have my own brand, and I would want to do that with other brands because that's exposure. Exposure is so important. Like if I can work with a company that can get me in Singapore or China or Hong Kong, like or what's the fashion capital of Tokyo, right? That would be awesome because we can both get this money. Like there's so much money printed, even digitally, every single day with crypto and real estate. Like you can make money appear out of thin air. All you need is a cell phone or internet connection.
And you need this because you can have a cell phone and still be a brick
obviously
wall.
you need to use your brain properly. But I mean, you just need a Wi-Fi, really.
You just need Wi-Fi, guys.
Yeah, Wi-Fi or cellular data, whatever.
So
Shout out T-Mobile, not a paid sponsor yet.
now he might have to go back and fix his phone.
Maybe, not yet.
So this conversation, your answers have been pretty interesting. So given the fact that I think you're interesting, what would
Thank
you
you.
think aliens would think of us as the human race?
I think they'd be proud that we didn't kill ourselves yet, but I think that they're laughing at us.
Why do you think
Because-
they're laughing at us? How you doing?
Have you studied ancient Egyptian history?
Have I?
Yeah.
Yeah, my opinion doesn't matter tonight. It's all you.
Okay, so I mean, if you read and pay attention to hieroglyphs, there's like spaceships, planes, helicopters. Basically, all the technology that we have today, they had access to through different entities. Whether or not it was on a spiritual plane, on the same spiritual plane as God, I personally do think it was because, I mean, we can get into that whole another day.
Why don't we get into it tonight? We had a
So,
time.
yeah, you're right. So I think it's real on a spiritual plane with God because it comes down to like the chicken or the egg. Like aliens didn't create themselves. There's like, you know what I mean? maybe they're like they can have like weird like properties or whatever, where like slice an arm whenever it goes or whatever. Because we don't know what aliens are. That's what like, for example, illegal alien is an illegal immigrant. So alien is foreign.
Right. Anything foreign.
Exactly. So for all we know, I mean, there are what is it? Millions, hundreds of galaxies with alternate realities, and we're all on the same plane of time, the same line of time. We're on the same timeline. We're on different timelines, because I don't know what you're doing. Like if you're, well, I know you're doing a podcast, but I don't know. You might be in school. You might have a part-time job to fund the side hustle or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whereas like, if you aren't, and I am, like, that's what I mean, different time. Like, I'm a student, you're not, but you're working. I'm only part-time working.
Hi.
Where, theoretically, we're all in the same time because we're all living the same lifetime, just differently through different eyes.
True. So say that time didn't exist. Would that change your answer?
Well, time honestly doesn't exist because it's a social construct. We were here before time. We discovered time. It was already...
We discovered time, is what you're saying, but you did just say, like, time is a made-up construct. So what happened first?
So, I mean, it's a social construct from us. So that's why we made it up.
We made it up, right?
Yeah.
So if we made something up, did we really discover it, or did we just, like, fabricate something?
I mean, a discovery can be a fabricated discovery. You know
Or
what
maybe.
I mean? Because if a discovery is something new found, all right? You're finding out something new. If you're creating something, it's going to be something new that you found out. Or if you find something, it's going to be something new that you found out. So, and I say it doesn't exist because we were here first and we didn't know it existed. And all we had was the sun. Before a whole bunch of elaborate languages and labels. So, in our reality, it didn't exist. In reality, it existed. You know what I mean? So that's my thought on it, and I do think I'm right because that's why I think it.
You should.
As you should, yeah. If you think
You have to believe in yourself, otherwise we will.
Yeah, for real,
Right.
100%.
So would you say they're like kind of disappointed that we strayed away from like the way we originally were, or would they be proud of the fact that we're like progressing?
Honestly, this is a tough question.
I think you're tougher. I believe in you.
I'm tougher than the question. I definitely am. I don't think I disagree. No, I can't disagree with what you said. But I don't think that they're disappointed in us straying away. Because I don't really think we strayed away. Because if you read ancient scriptures in Aramaic, Greek, Hebrew, Arabic texts, like, it's almost like hell on earth. Like, this is hell, almost.
That's food for thought.
And that's not to say there isn't, like, hell, and then heaven. We all know there's heaven, but, like, that does not to say that there's not Satan with hell down there. But what I'm saying is hell is on earth. It's a hell on earth. Like, we're living it. We know what it's like. And yeah, you know what I mean? Whether that's down there or not, because it can be looked at from both angles.
That's true.
So, and I know I've felt hell on earth.
I'm sorry for you. I think we've all had our share.
I think we've all had our share. Yeah. I mean, I just got out of jail. I don't really want to get in. I can get into it if you want me to.
Welcome
but
home.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. 2 days before my birthday. So that was awesome.
Wait, was that like very, very recently?
Yeah. I got out September 5th, and I case dismissed, got out September 5th, and birthday September 7th.
All right, well, happy belated.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Glad you're out here to speak to us now.
Virgo season, yeah.
So given the fact that, not to kind of go off of what you just said about being incarcerated, but I know that being in there kind of gave you more time to think about life, and you probably
100%.
came out with a different perspective. So
100%.
I'm curious to know, like, what are your do's and don'ts when it comes down to a romantic relationship?
So Do be honest. We already so like, don't lie. Don't be
a liar.
Yeah. Set boundaries. Don't change who you are. Don't forget who you are. Never forget who you are. There could be a lot. See? Oh, man.
Give us some do's.
Yeah.
What are the do's?
Obviously, you gotta be generous.
Generosity.
And you gotta be clean and loving. Because if you're not that to yourself, how are you gonna be that towards someone else?
Have to pour into yourself first. This man.
Exactly.
Dropping knowledge. Take notes, y'all.
Real shit. You gotta love yourself before you love others.
I agree.
I believe in if I got it, you got it. So, like, if I don't got it, or if I don't got it to give, then that's going to put me out. Like, I'm down bad, and then I can't make it for both of us if you're down bad. So, the thing is, like, this is a part, I'm glad we're talking about this, because this is part of my clothing brand. It's like ancient mythology, history, and like the women and goddesses that took part of it. And it's going to be streetwear, and there's going to be short messages on all the pieces, and it's going to go back to the battle of the sexes, and what is it? The battle of the sexes, and then we were just talking about it. I'm sorry.
Relationship do's and don'ts.
It was not that. That brought me into it. It was basically how if I want to be the best thing I can do for you is to be the best version of myself, because if I'm the best version of myself, I can uplift you with me. So,
and the same thing can happen if you were to be going on downward spiral.
I can never hurt you if I'm trying to be the best version of myself, basically. You know what I mean? Because if I'm doing business with you, or if I'm in the same business as you, I'm not going to try to cross you. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you don't have to have competitive pricing, if people know who you are, if you have a good rep, if you have good shit. So, like, and that goes back to plenty of money going around for all of us. You know what I mean? It's really not worth your life. But yeah.
Okay, so, I like all that.
But back to the relationship stuff, you definitely have to make sure you're right before you do anything with somebody else. Because if you're all over the place, they're going to be all over the place. And also, like, men, and I don't care what you say, like, the male and the female are very different from each other, but they're complementary opposites.
I like how you said that. We're complementary opposites, y'all. Don't forget that.
So, like, I want her to be with the kids in a nursing school or raising them. I don't want my, you know what I mean? Like, I want my children, I want, like, when they're very young, they need that tender, loving care from a sweet soul, and that's a female. I don't want that from a dude out doing that to my children.
We're the nurturers.
But when exactly, and since I'm a provider as a male, when he's, you know, they hit puberty, you take them shooting, you fish, take them hunting, how to gut a deer or whatever, fishing, you know, and that's the provider's job. That's not to say I can't do the other and you can't do the other, but it's to say, better yet, I don't think you should do that. I don't agree with it, because I've seen this and I like this more.
So that's what you would prefer.
Exactly.
You would prefer your role to be like the provider, the breadwinner, the foundation per se, and then the woman to just like build the blocks up to create like a nice, nurturing, peaceful environment.
Yeah. See, I want, like, and the Western world is really messed up because they're trying to destroy the house or the family household. Absent father, absent mother, split siblings, like it all, like the government loves that. They hate they hate a strong family. They hate it when gangs gang up. They hate it when gangs unite. Like we had the Hells Angels with the Chicago Chirac gangs. I don't know specifically who's there. I think it's BDs, GDs. I don't know. but because they had the illegal Venezuelan squatter gangs that were squatting houses in Colorado, Texas, and Chicago, and the law wasn't doing anything about it. The police wasn't doing anything. So that's why we have guns.
That's why we have guns, people. Now, you have been very interesting tonight. Your responses have been very mentally stimulating, per se, to say the least.
Thank you.
Where can the people find you if they were interested in hearing more from you?
So you can get at me on Instagram at Tone Loves Freaks. That's TONETONELUVZFREAKS.
Tone
Trench
Loves
Baby
Freaks.
Tone. Yep.
We got the Trench Babies in the house.
Right?
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for stopping by. Where are you headed now?
course.
Like, are you headed to any hot spots? Like, where should the people go if they were out to come out here on South Street? What would you recommend?
Yeah, so if you are affiliated with these clubs, get at me. We can make some money.
Follow him on Instagram, y'all.
Pulse at 1 a.m. They have, so you can book the venue. It got booked tonight. It wasn't booked last night. I was there last night. I left last night at like 3, and then I went to this other spot until 6. But Pulse, the party that booked it ends at 1. It's going to be 1 to 3. It's going to be great turnout. It was a great turnout last night. What is it?
It's a podcast. Can I pick your brain for a sec?
Blinder Barbers, I think.
Come on over.
Blinders Barbers. My buddy mentioned it.
Whatever you want it to be.
Pretty good. Honestly, South Street is really good. 15th and Sampson's pretty good too. That's where Pulse is.
We're on South Street though. What's going on South Street?
South Street. I don't know specifics on South Street like that, to be honest, because I'd be uptown.
It's cool. The great thing about South Street is that you could come out, walk the street,
yeah.
feel the vibes,
Cleopatra
and find a
Cafe.
spot.
Cleopatra Cafe. I was walking by. Beautiful on the inside, hookah lounge, and I love the Cleopatra Cafe because Cleopatra. I have a Cleopatra tattoo if you want to see it.
Okay, you seem to be like really into the Egyptians and the hieroglyphics and like ancient civilization.
Yeah. Because it's real life.
I don't deny that.
It's real life.
All right, so it's been real. I appreciate your time.
It's always real.
I don't want to take up too much of it. Cause you seem like you were on your way somewhere.
Nah, I'm
probably
cool.
interesting
I'm cool.
and fun.
I'm waiting for my homie to pop back out to 1. We're gonna be at Pulse at 1, I think. Unless I'll be at Noto. Jack Boy and Rich the Kid are at Noto tonight. That's the other one I wanted to tell you. I forgot about it. Noto. When they came out in Philly, they were known to have the best sound system in the city, and some say still got it. So it's really good. You can get sections of VIPs. Definitely check them out. Crazy DJs that go there. Chantel Jeffries, David Guetta, I think, or some like electro house DJs that tons of people definitely listen to. I know Kodak Black was just here. JT, Sexy Red, they were just here.
How you doing? Oh, I like you.
Baby Babu was just here.
Obviously. What's up?
I love it.
You're good.
Sorry, this Tone.
Yeah.
Find him on Instagram.
Really important.
Yeah, I just don't really like appreciate the interruption. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, we're a welcoming podcast. It's very welcoming. Like,
I know what you
my
mean.
vibe is so high. Like, my frequency is so high. It's like magnetic. Like, it pulls great people in. So we're not gonna shy her away from this.
No, that's
I
not
like
what I'm
this lady.
saying. But like, this is my time. You know what I mean? You have your time later. I know. Like, you see us
Oh
filming.
no. I'm sorry. So we're not being rude to anybody,
I'm
especially
not
not my
being
ladies.
Wait. Let's ask him if he needed.
Not my
Ice
ladies.
pack for his birth mail. You go. Hold on.
Ask him.
Hold on. Do you need an ice
You don't
pack?
gotta be all up in my ear like that. You got a voice.
Okay, you're like being a little bit disrespectful right now.
No, you just got my.
No,
I felt your hair
like-
touch me. I'm not with that. You know what I mean? Like,
All right.
My
So
hair
I'm
was
sorry. I'm
nowhere
gonna have to
near
dismiss you,
first of all.
Tone.
Second of all, I washed it yesterday.
It's
and
not
third
about
of all,
that.
you need to chill. Like,
If you got a
Yeah.
question, you can
you
ask
mind
me.
staying on the stool? Like, I reserved it for pretty ladies like you.
oh, I appreciate you, but I'm here with my friends from out of town.
Oh, they could come on over too.
No,
We're actually, our conversation was pretty much wrapped up. Anyways, like I don't like
We was about to like say our goodbye
passive
to them,
aggressiveness.
and then you just like hopped in out of nowhere.
because I was
That's
just trying
okay.
to walk
I
by
have been
and
trying
I
to get other
interrupted,
people's attention
and
as well.
The homie filming over there
It's all right, Tom.
was smiling at me.
This is
And
how
I
we
was
get the 5
tiptoeing
million
behind you.
followers.
And then she was
Guys,
like,
why
hey,
would
you want
I mean,
to
no
jump
offense,
in?
but
And
why
I was
would
like,
you do it here if you didn't
yeah.
want
And then
the crowd?
Oh,
we
that's
were
not
all
my
hating and
problem.
shit.
I'm
He's
not
a guest.
hating. I'm just
I don't have a
saying.
problem with her. I'm actually welcoming her energy. I'm loving it. I
All
want to
right.
hear more about her. She
Let's
seems like
hear
a
what
great
he has to say.
person.
And I was
Yeah,
trying to
no,
be respectful.
I'm not
and I said,
hating.
Spicy. It's spicy out here.
Please continue what you were
I
trying to
understand that, but I'm not
Spicy
hating. I'm just
tonight.
saying that,
say.
like,
But then you're like, I don't like the
if you're
fact
gonna let
that
me
you're
finish,
interrupting me. So
you're gonna let me
like,
finish because you asked me. Like, I'm trying to explain myself because you're not getting it. My
Wait,
point
wait,
is-
wait.
No,
Now
no.
I'm gonna have to interrupt you because I don't think you're getting it. I was being very polite earlier when I said this is a welcoming
I
podcast.
know.
We're not being rude to
But you're not listening.
anybody.
Like, if you're filming a certain segment with one person, that's the shot with that
So
person.
I'm gonna give it to you straight.
You know what I mean?
You kind of ran over time, and I was beginning to get bored. So I was looking for
Okay.
someone with a lot of personality, and she seems to have a lot of personality.
scene,
And
man.
we
You
shouldn't
gotta
be
interview
upset with
folks
anybody.
or
It's a public street. There's people
Nah,
walking past. There's people who's
stop
gonna
capping.
pop out
you said
anyways.
you said I was interesting. Don't go.
I didn't like the
don't say I
fact
was
that you
bored.
switched from a very
I didn't
interesting,
switch.
philosophical kind of person to like a very
I mean, they've been
disrespectful,
here like this long. I don't care anymore.
rude,
I'm just saying.
unwelcoming.
I don't do that. I walk by because I'm not in the shot. I'm not on the table. It's not my time.
yeah, I was
You have
trying
your
to walk
time.
by.
Camera is
Stay
pointed
down
at
till you
me.
come up.
It's
Homie
over.
was smiling
Have
at
to
me
cut you
instantly,
short.
but
I'm
you know,
sorry.
So I'm sorry.
No, real shit though. You gotta stay down. Till
Don't
you
be
come up.
rude to people. Elevate
Yeah,
your
if I saw you
vibration.
in the
You'll
seat, I'm
attract
walking
more
by 'cause
people.
I'm not in the shop. There's 2 seats.
No
There's
bad
not
vibes,
3.
y'all. Don't be like that.
This is it. This is public art.
I'm
It
sorry
is.
I took you 15 minutes, but I'm just who I am.
It's okay.
I don't care who you are. You don't know who I am.
No,
It's
and I don't
okay.
care to know because you're rude as fuck.
I agree.
You don't care,
That
then
was
get out
pretty
my face.
rude.
All right, you get out of my face.
I will.
All right, bye.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
It was a pleasure meeting you. I hope that you kind of reflect on what you just did tonight because this was a horrible interaction with 2 ladies on the
Nah,
street.
the thing is, there's 2 seats and we're talking. It's not her conversation.
I welcomed her, so it's actually my time right
I
now.
was invited.
This is our
No one
podcast.
told you, hey, come over here. You came over
You have a
here.
great
actually.
night.
You started,
So you
started
can have-
laughing like a gremlin, yo.
It's
You was
your
like,
time.
hey,
Thank you, darling.
You look very beautiful, by the way.
Carolyn, thank you. Come on. No, homie.
No, you seem very interested too. I love how you came over and was like, "Girl power, what's
Listen,
going on? You're a little too
vibe
aggressive for
attracts
me."
vibe, right?
I'm not mad at you.
Vibe attracts vibe.
I'm just saying we're not at a music festival.
Listen, you
I'm
don't-
trying to get the point across. Like,
I love your energy. And I
we're
respect
welcoming
you,
to everybody.
But you need to understand vibe attracts vibe.
How would you
right?
have liked had I been like, "Wait, this is my
Don't even pull
time.
that on
I'm
me.
on a podcast.
Don't even
You have
pull
to get
that
out
on
of my
me.
face." I just used the reverse Uno card. If you don't like it, don't play the game.
Don't be mad because somebody just sold you out for fucking better energy. You're done.
That was very rude.
I asked you 3 questions, yo. That was just back to
I listen.
You said
I
you fucked with my
don't.
energy. Now
I
you're
was
saying
just
my
walking.
dusty-
I don't
my
care.
energy's dusty. Like, pick a side, yo.
Yeah, because you're
Pick a-
negative as fuck.
At least
Hold
I'm
on.
straightforward.
Can you give me a second?
I
No,
don't flip.
you don't even know me, dude. Wait.
Now we're light switches. I just have good energy all
Just
around.
Like some Palo Santo for this shit.
I don't like low vibration. Whoa, you didn't like her hair touching you? I don't want you touching my shoulder. Your energy
My hair.
transfers and
You
your
should be
energy's
lucky
horrible
my
right
hair
now.
fucking touched you.
I
Because,
appreciate
bitch,
you, but
I
can
wouldn't
you
touch
work
you with
on
a
that?
10-foot
You
pole.
wanted those 5 million followers. You're not gonna get them if you're an asshole.
This conversation would have been 10
Not if
minutes
you're
ago.
an
She was
asshole.
giving
Get
a
them
fake
no
number.
matter what.
Like
You'll
legit.
get them no matter what, regardless. I believe in universal karma.
Okay, hasta luego. Apparently you just said because I took your light.
Do you want her to come out? Would you like me to
I'm talking
unleash
about
her?
social media game. Like every day.
And I'm trying to let you know. It doesn't matter what you're posting. If you're an asshole and your frequency is very low,
That's the fan base.
it actually does
He
matter.
really likes her. Look
That's
at
the
this.
fan
He's
base.
putting up with a lot of shit right now.
People-
I need to
people
save
are
my
like asshole
my
people.
oxygen for like
They
the
be
rest
like,
of the
Yo,
night.
yo, I think, yo, wait, hold on. My homie works at that bar right there. Just go in
Shout out to the homie
and
at the
ask for
bar.
Cha and ask for Cha and ask him for an ice pack for your bruised male ego.
Bruised male ego. Use
Or
the
do you
code
want
conference.
some water to quench your thirst for all of us,
shit.
sir?
See, that didn't even work on me, yo. I thought you were talking about an ice pack for beer.
Yeah, because you misunderstood what she was saying.
Dense as fuck.
Dude, 10 minutes ago,
Bye.
the
Was that
conversation
awkward or
ended.
what?
Yo, I'm sorry, but I got some Palo Santo
But that
in my
guy-
bag.
Has that ever happened
and
before?
that shit happens to
I just say,
me
he
all
really
the
likes you. He
time.
really
I
likes
think
you.
he liked me.
100%. 10 minutes ago, you get a fake number. Over. Business over, man.
The number I would have given him would have been like a
Fake
helpline
as hell.
number.
It would have been 555.
Why are you so mad?
555.
1-800
555,
Wait,
and that would
hold
have
on.
been enough.
What 1-800-GET-SOME-THERAPY. Listen, I'm that bitch that carries Palo Santo and a lighter in her fucking bag.
I
So-
like those people.
Girl,
Like,
ready?
thank you so much
Yes,
because
man.
the energy is amazing. How you doing?
Yay!
Oh, sorry, bitch!
That's my husband over
Oh
there.
my
What's with
God,
the male
I love
energy,
y'all.
huh?
All right, I feel like we need a little palate cleanse
We
here.
need to cleanse. We need
Here,
to cleanse.
hold on.
That was just too much. Out here on the street.
Listen, I am that bitch
South
that will
Street.
carry this shit around.
I have my
and if
sage
some
in my car.
man
Yeah, dude, we're
is
walking
being
my car
too
and I was
a little
going,
too
How about
like
your car? Yeah.
you know, I'm sorry that I just stole your thunder, sir, but
That
I was
guy
just
liked
walking
you.
by.
He was ready to talk about your feelings, your profession.
Well, if
every
that's the
damn thing in
case,
your
thank
life.
you guys for saving me.
I know, clearly.
How y'all doing? Come
what
back
up?
and check us
Be
out
on this
when you
girl's
pop up
show.
the parking.
Come on.
Yo, wait,
I
is
wanna hear all
that a
about
blunt?
That smells like some good shit.
What's my name?
Is this
Skip?
show all about your sex appeal? What's the point of the show?
Hey, do you think I'm
It's
that
working.
attractive?
It's
Wait, hold
working.
on.
It's
Maybe I
working.
need
Hang
to
on, let's see
stand
how
in front
you
of a
do.
mirror more
Let's see how
often.
you do. That guy did not.
Hold on.
I
Wait,
bet you
wait.
The next couple girls and
I
guys
just
look.
need.
That boy in that vehicle look.
Tara, I
I
need to
appreciate the
ask.
compliment.
I need to ask her one question.
Go ahead.
I have one question.
One
for
question.
You. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Is this on? Is this on? All right.
Wait,
I have one question for you.
what's your question for me?
Okay. Wait. No. I have two questions for
You
you.
can ask
Okay.
away.
Is your name Christmas? Cause you slay all day, boo.
It actually is.
And the other question. Now I might be showing my age with this one, but is the hokey pokey really is what it's all about?
That's what I heard.
I mean,
I
you gotta
mean,
turn
if you
yourself
turn
around
it-
and all kinds of shit.
Come on now. Come on now. You took the words out of my mouth.
Microphone cheers.
She's been saving me all night. Saving me all night.
Listen, I'm a mom, so I be rescuing people.
Wait, hang on, because I think this is like the perfect question to like.
I
get
love
right
how you're
into.
like, you're low vibration. Fuck off.
Yeah, like I work too hard on myself to have low energy around me. Like we're not doing that.
Appreciate
I don't appreciate anybody being hostile towards my ladies. I feel like we get enough
Like,
shit on a
I'm
daily
sorry,
basis.
did I steal
Every
your
woman
thunder,
on planet
sir?
Earth to get to you, dude.
Really?
Absolutely. Did you not read that? Did you not read that? That was the only thing he was interested in here. It was
Vitamin
not about
E.
his dignity. It was all about getting your number.
He was never getting that.
He was working hard. I
You
wish
guys
he would've-
saved him
Yeah,
the
but
pain.
he wasn't giving up either.
He was like,
I
I didn't get that, y'all.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
like,
wait,
that's
wait,
'cause
wait.
you
So on
stupid.
that thought, what do you ladies think the do's and the don'ts are in a relationship?
The do's and the don'ts.
What are the do's and don'ts?
Honestly, okay. Do you want to take this? Because you're in a successful
I
marriage.
married my first boyfriend, and I'm happily married.
Wait,
That's
I
not-
love
that's not
that. I
successful.
love that.
That's not successful.
All right.
You could tell us
So-
all about the do's.
I married him for his looks, and it just happened to work out. What do you want me to say?
I think that's
You know?
amazing.
I
It
have
was
some
meant to be.
ideas.
All right,
This
so
man is a dad.
I'm a all right. We're gonna speak some. My name is Zara. My nickname is Zoo, and we're gonna speak
Nice to
some
meet
zoology.
you. I'm E.
At the end of the day, there are no such things as mistakes. There are only discoveries, and we might make a lot of effed up discoveries along the way, but at the end of the day, your brain expands, and once the dimensions of your brain expands, there's no going back. So you constantly learn lessons and speak the truth. If you're honest with yourself, you got to be able to communicate, apologize, and tell the truth. I have parents that have been together for 55 years, and I
That's
refuse
amazing.
to settle for less.
That's a blessing. You guys are. I think that's what you call wealth. That is my description of wealth in life. Like
100%. Listen,
having someone by your side who loves you unconditionally, who you
Right.
can create a family with. is, like,
absolutely.
the
But
best.
having
blessing.
Absolutely.
their narrative, that's what's important to this woman. That's what's important to me. You know what I mean? These men were just not a part of our life. They supported us in our motivation and our mission. You know, we were driven individuals. Look at this one. She's a single mom right now. She's starting her own business. Last year she had an LLC. She's about to do some Japanese consolidation, like makeup
Look at
shit,
you.
like on her own line, like spin it off. Like
I know
she's
you
got
were
a
very
couple other
interesting.
my point is this: we are more than just titles, right? We need men in lives to like enable our potential more than anything else, and that's what the new definition of postmodern feminism is all about. Us exercising that ability to be who we want to be, regardless if it's a traditional wife or if it's an untraditional wife. We should be
Yes.
explore that whole identity, that
I
range.
agree. My ideal man is someone who understands that I'm going to be a free flying bird, and he just has to admire me flying and not try to hold me down.
Yeah, the freedom has to be recognized. This be celebrated. It's not an easy thing. Imagine your parents doing this. Imagine your parents. My parents, are you kidding me? You would have been beheaded practically. But not quite. We're not Saudi Arabia. We're kind of close though.
Close enough.
Just kidding.
Cultures, man, culture. On the other hand, my family.
You are quite interesting. You said you didn't have much to say.
We're moving. Nah. This woman, listen. This is the woman who has some shit.
Wait, are you ladies best friends?
We're good friends.
good
We just met
friends.
at a festival a couple months ago.
Are you you guys were
This
meant for
girl
each other?
helped me out on a very important night of mine. My husband and I, like, we were going through some shit, and actually not us. It was just me. You know what I mean? I was in my own turbulence, and I didn't want to share, and I still don't. That's just my way of healing with things. But this girl connected with me in that, and she connected with my husband in that. She put us together. A couple months later, we're just trying to repay her for that.
That is a beautiful story.
It's
Oh.
cheap. It's a couple drinks here and there, just a bit of good company on a night, but we just want to say thank you for that. All the time, dude.
I would say the stars aligned that night.
was a
You guys like
fucking
compliment each
bartender
other
the
very
night,
well.
dude.
I would have thought you guys
Yo.
were like best friends, honestly.
I mean,
Very kind of
we
you. You
are
gotta get over
both
here.
of Canadian descent, so
Yeah,
you know.
Canadian. You got to do what you got to do.
Okay,
Where you
Canada in the
from?
house.
We
I'm
bonded
native,
over my
born and
Viking
raised.
roots.
Born
Yeah.
and raised here.
Born and raised
Philadelphia.
here.
Oh, she's good too. She spent her summers in Canada. So me too. I'm a little bit half Canadian, quarter Canadian.
Yeah, I mean,
counts.
we
It counts.
we're the half Canadian burner squad.
Yeah.
What can you say?
Yo, I got that passport. That's all that matters in America.
Okay.
Like, it's cool. We're not filming
Hey,
anything
you
or
guys-
nothing.
Excellent.
No, you're not, because if you were,
It's
you wouldn't
okay.
do it.
So what is this about?
So, our podcast is called What's Going On. You can find us on Instagram under The Real Forest. We're going around Philly asking people questions and just
You
trying to learn.
actually need a mic, dude. You are too soft-spoken for that mic.
Am I?
100
I always think I speak very loud.
Is she coming through? All right.
Is it like because I'm like
My
itty
shit's
bitty, I
probably
have an
loud
itty
as
bitty
fuck.
voice? Is that what's going on?
Man, you got all these guys trying to hit on you, and they're all speaking just a couple decibels louder, and that seems to. I'm just kidding.
You know,
I don't like it.
Because high vibrational bitches, badass bitches.
I mean, I can't help that I'm a magnet, but I can like keep them away. Like I don't want you.
We are a beacon of light for broken people.
okay.
That is so true. That's why we have to
My
set
intention
very
was
strong
not to be-
boundaries.
That
and
part.
I'm just supporting.
Practice lots of self-love. Otherwise, people will just suck the life out of you.
Yeah, that part.
So, go back to your question. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
What are relationships do's and don'ts?
Okay, be friends first. Before you're anything, be friends first. If you could fuck with your bestie and then fuck your bestie, that's like absolutely chef's kiss. Honestly.
Chef's kiss. Now, why would you think it's best to be friends first?
Because if you're friends first, then the other superficial shit gets in the way, right? But if you're always friends, then you can have a different level of respect with each other.
Okay.
And that's what I'm looking for.
She's talking about change, dude.
Like that.
Right there, she's talking about change, guys. You never stand still in a relationship. Did you know that? Because
No.
it took my first relationship, my first marriage to realize that. Never, ever, ever.
No,
I think the
you're
biggest
constantly
mistake someone
growing
can
and
make in a
evolving with
relationship
each
is
other.
to think that you absolutely know your counterpart and your partner.
Because
That's
you
when
never
you fail.
stand still.
And
You're
you know
not.
what? Where else you fail is thinking that you have ownership of that other person.
Yes.
But you don't. You need to be aware of the fact that you are both two separate people that have come together to be a unit as one, but you also have your separate lives.
So,
Individuality.
what is the question here? Is the question really what lessons do you need, or like how do you embrace change in a relationship? Because all of us are used to like thinking of, okay, relationship formed, milestone achieved, we're done. Walk away, happy marriage. 30 years later, we get to be like our parents or grandparents, whatever we remember.
I think that's because everybody always has like an end goal in mind. Like everybody's always thinking about like, oh, once I get here or once we achieve this, then I'll be able to feel happy or then I'll be able to appreciate or maybe I'll be able to be
You
a better
are
person.
killing me
but
here
you
with
know
this.
what?
Are you
If you
talking?
keep looking for that better thing, then you're gonna lose out on the moment.
Yes, you are.
You're talking about
Appreciate your
redefining
people.
happiness on a molecular level, dude. What, my limbs should be happy because this man dressed this form this way? You know what I mean? That's a lot, dude. We gotta find something in between the traditional and the modern, I think, because the modern is
Correct.
It would destroy us to define every choice of our happiness, every element of it.
And you know what? As women, we need to break down the systemic patriarchal bullshit that has been programmed into our brains. And we need to realize that we are the birth givers. We are the life givers.
We are the light.
goddesses.
But see-
and none of these motherfuckers would exist without us.
Absolutely.
But I feel like you're talking about all the same things. The space to grow, the space to change,
Yes.
the space to like evolve as an
Yes,
individual.
allow people to evolve because that's what we're here to do, to grow. If you
And-
don't grow, you ain't gonna
But
go.
you, opposite
That
sex,
part.
support us.
Period.
Support us, man.
I
Support
like
us in our
you.
choices. Do we want to be more traditional in our life? Hell yes, support us. Do we be more untraditional? Support us. This is what post-feminism, modern post-feminism choices mean, really.
I love this bitch. We connected right
See?
away.
I felt the chemistry between you guys. I'm like, besties, let's give him BFF.
No, because you know what? Like attracts like. And when you work really hard on yourself and you do the shadow work, and that shit ain't fucking easy, man. That shit is painful as fuck. But once you get past that, I'm sorry I keep cursing, but
I don't mind it.
Philly, whatever.
Philly.
But like, actually, I'm not sorry. But like, that shit is painful as hell. But once you come out on the other side, and the other thing that I learned in my healing journey is that everybody's like, oh, I need to like cater to my inner 5-year-old.
Typical Philly interruption.
Yeah, with the fucking bite. But no, you need to cater to your inner teenager, and that's where I found the deliciousness of my life. That's where I found the fun in my life. Because 15-year-old Zara was in underground raves at fucking warehouses, abandoned warehouses run by fucking generators,
She
getting
sounds
run out
very
by the cops,
adventurous.
and then swimming at the Delaware River at 6:15 in the morning,
What this teaches you is
popping mollies like if. Well, at that point it was ecstasy. Molly didn't even exist. But whatever.
Don't
But-
do drugs though.
But no. Go do as many drugs
Don't
as
do
you want.
drugs. I'm cool now.
Do as many drugs
Maybe
as
just
you need
plants.
to figure out what your feel on your scene is, man. This girl's telling you, like, hey, you have the ideal scenario in your life. Like, you get to go and figure out what the formula for your happiness. Figure it out. It's a festival. It's a campground. It's a church. Like,
Yes.
go test the scene out. Not everybody in the world gets to test out their formula for happiness. This one country in the world, you are blessed. You are privileged to be here. Go seek that happiness, dude.
Go see it. And you define your own happiness. So whatever you decide makes you happy, we're all good. Live your life.
Yeah.
I love you guys' energy. So I feel like I have the perfect question to follow up on that.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with the conversation we just had, but I'm wondering, like, if, say for instance, we were to be invaded by aliens right now, what do you think they would say about us? The human race as a whole.
I think it depends on the timeline.
Now, let's say now.
Okay, now they're already here, man.
They're already here.
But the thing is that they're afraid to contact us because we are the demise of our own destruction as a human race. We got global warming, we've got division for no fucking reason
For no reason at all.
other than rich white assholes creating a narrative that ain't even true. And we got people out there struggling just to put a fucking meal on the table for their babies, right? Do you think if aliens really, really, really wanted to, like, if you really go back and look at the ancient Egyptians, right? That shit did not happen on its own. You got Ra, you got Mesopotamia, you got the Anunnaki, you got all that shit. If you look back at the fucking actual depiction of the angels in the Bible, they look like aliens. They've been here for a long time, but they backed off because they realized that we are an unhealed and toxic species, right? And until you get right with yourself, like you and I, we are here to break the molds and to break the traditions and to break the
believe so.
patriarchy and to break the curses of our generations and our ancestors past. And our ancestors are behind us saying, yeah, finally, because we fucking got it, right? right?
Absolutely.
So, I don't think that they'll contact us until there are a certain number of us that break the matrix, that break the traditional molds, and absolutely come into power, into who we are supposed to be. And I feel like that's a very feminine thing.
I agree with you, and I think the reason why you why you say and believe that it's a feminine thing is because you have to be in tune with yourself. You have to be able to understand that we have those dualities and energies, and there's feminine energy and there's masculine energy, and until you find a balance, then you're kind of like all over the place. You're a mess. Like, you need to find a balance so you understand who you are as a person, aside from just tapping into like your full masculine energy, and now you're like always on the fence, or like completely feminine, and now you like let people run all over you. Like, you have to find that balance.
Well, that's true, because you never want to slit your wrists to water the plants. And what I mean by that is that the fact that if you do that, then the plants are going to be thriving and everybody else is going to be okay, but you're going to be bleeding out and there's going to be nothing of you left. Am I correct?
You are correct. What I like to say is that you can't water anybody else until your cup is either very full and overflowing.
Maybe yours is a lot less gothy than mine. But it's all good.
You still get the point across.
Right, and I had something else to say, but my ADHD got in the way, so
I think we all have our fair share of ADHD. That's why I write my questions down.
I mean, that's why I have daily reminders on my phone, right?
I'm really glad you stopped by to give me some of your time. Where can the people find you?
Just want to give you some cover.
So you can find me.
Yeah.
So on Instagram, my makeup line is Darling Deer Cosmetics. I just started that. On TikTok, I'm Zara Zoo. I'm Zara Zoo everywhere. That's ZARAHZU. Or if you want to look at my hair Instagram, because I've been a hairstylist and a colors vivid specialist for almost 25 years, international stylist, and I talk to people a lot. And I'm a high vibrational being because
I felt that.
Yeah, and this man, that shit was fun. I'm sorry.
All right, who are we talking about?
The guy who wanted your number.
The guy earlier.
Only.
Yeah.
What?
The thing is that I know who I am, and I know what I bring to the table as a person, as a hairstylist, as a mother, and most importantly, as a friend and to myself. I've lived 1,000 lifetimes in my 43 years of existence. And what I can say out of all of that is that to all of you who have ever touched me, and you have, this is me, and I love you. In you, I see the deepest oceans, the darkest night skies, and the most sparkliest of stars.
Wait, you're buttering me up.
You understand that it isn't enough to see it all in you, because I know that I can never pass through and feel forever on my skin. To all of you who have ever touched me, and you have, this is me, and I love you. Zara makes me pretty. I be on South Street all the time.
I love that. I'm going to have to check
right
you
now.
out at your salon.
Oh,
I need to close this out with a hug. You're amazing. And let me sit down my mic.
And that boy was stupid.
You are incredible. Do you have any cards? Oh, she's lifting me up.